Okay, you ready to go? Okay, let's go. Yay! Yeah, I already, wait, I didn't put, Sonic the Hedgehog over there. Yeah. It's pretty bad to say, right? It's bad to say I didn't, do that yet. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get my, hey, Winston, get out of the way, please. One. And not you too, Alex! Go on, Winston. Go on. Don't push me down, okay? Don't push me down. Gee. What were you trying to do? Okay, I'm gonna go get my scarf and my bin, so I don't have to feel cold. Yeah? Okay. This I wouldn't need. Are you kidding me? It's still on the floor. You okay? Yeah. I got mad at Winston, so yeah, probably. It's okay. It's okay to yell at Winston. Winston, I said leave me alone! Jeez. What were you trying to do? You gonna go out with me? No! Okay, fine. Put this in there. I just need to put my boots on, okay? Are you mad at someone? Yeah, I'm mad at Alex and Winston.
No. This needs to take them back to the library, or I'm going to need to pay for them. No. What? Hang on a second.
Okay. I just need to put my scarf on.
Go back to the library.
Oh, come on. There you go. Sorry. Where's my hood? Here you is. Oh, sorry. I have to put another hood up. Yeah, let's put up your sweater hood up first, okay? There you go. Okay, let me just put my bins on. Wait.
Put this inside the other guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wait, they won't get wet.
Thank you.
Okay, here, let's get it to you.
Wait, come on. Gee. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go. I just need to open the store from here. I love you too. Oh, just a minute. I need to put my things on first. Okay, I'm going. Close the door for me, please. You're not closing the door for me. It's on you. Okay. Bye. Got my phone, yeah. Yes! See. It's a little bit slippery, so yeah, okay. Okay, fine. What's this letter coming from? What letter? Oh, this is from Lily G. Hill. It's from my mom. Yeah. Oh, what's this one? It's from Lily G. Hill as well. Is this from my mom? Yeah. It's freezing up there. Yeah, I know that, right? I know. Okay, it's probably like, doing something else, right? Yeah, probably. You're coming here for this one. You know. Someone's gonna stop me. Yeah, probably Alex, right? Yeah, probably. There's so much more. It's like all the snow out. I mean, I like how the snow out here is really good. Yeah. Say, Mei-Mei? Yes? Are you trying to wear your scarf on? No, I haven't. If I can buy your scarf, then I won't have to, just do that anymore, huh? Yeah. So I'll take mine. You take yours? Your scarf? No. I was taking out my movies. So I don't have to see Alfred anymore. Yeah. Okay. So, I just really hope that, that anybody has... Look, a squirrel! What's a squirrel doing in the snow? Or he's running around cold. Yeah. But they have furs in here. Yeah. You know what? Yes? I really hope that, I just really hope I can... I just really hope that, the school days are being here for a long time. School days? Yeah, school days. What kind of school day is it, Michaela? It's a school today. Yeah, I hope so. Don't you want to go to school, maybe? I do. Okay. Well, we're going to Loyalist College and teach class for a while. You went to Loyalist College and teach class? Yeah, but filming Olsen. So I had to go to my class and be a teacher for a while. Yeah, you were my sensei, right? I'm someone else's sensei, like anyone had it. Yeah. I can't walk on the ground today because the dog's gonna go do that, right? Don't worry about it. It's so cool, huh? I'm not worried about it because you're walking on a place. Yeah. So good, huh? Yeah, so good. Yeah, I cannot move to the other side because it might get traumatized when you... Yeah. There's a lot of snow out there. It is snow, huh? I think we're getting snowstorm by that day. Okay, we tuck as we go, we go. Yeah. What is it, Fatima? Do you ever know what it is? What does that mean? It does mean that this plastic combination is really good thing. Yeah, you're right. We went to Walt Disney Family Museum to see Mickey Mouse, right? Yeah. That's why. We went yesterday. Yeah, we went yesterday, huh? Yeah, I went yesterday. Where's the dog here? Shush! Look at you! He's trying to bark at somebody, but he can't. It's just a dog right here. Little puppy. Yeah, probably. How do you notice us, right? Probably. Oh, let's go. So we toast as we go, we go. Yeah. So we go, as we go. Yeah. You try to be careful though, huh? Yeah, you try to be careful. Because you don't want to get things on here. Yeah, probably. Probably he doesn't know about us, but he'll be gone pretty soon. Not run because I wonder where it's gonna go fall down. Yeah, I need to be there. You too, Miracle Hunter? Yeah. I feel like my skirt is gonna fall down. Why haven't you skirt? I think my skirt is just loose. See? Your skirt is loose? Yeah. It's gonna fall down and show my panties. Why would you try to use school uniform on? Well, I can't wear my school uniform on because I had dirty things on me. You have dirty things on you? Yeah. Well, I wear my pants, ladies pants. You wear your ladies pants? Yeah. I tried mine, but another thing going on. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's go. Probably you didn't notice that. Yeah, probably. Well, another dog encounter, don't they? Yeah, probably. Okay, you just have to be slippery for a while. Yeah, probably. You know, I realized I should get a pet. Where do you get a pet from? I realized I should get a pet from Future Stall in Star Galaxy Z. Yeah, we're gonna do that, huh? Yeah, so they could just how really homeland it is. Yeah. Make sure he's not behaving for a while, okay? What's a Future Stall? It's in Star Galaxy Z in Disneyland and Disney Hollywood Studios. Oh yeah, you're right. So, I should probably build a lightsaber too. Yeah, you want to build a droid and stuff? Yeah, I can make a robot too. Okay, that's good. I think someone's stalking me. Who was stalking you? I don't know. Probably it's one of those dogs or something on me. Yeah. Jeez. I want to get a pet. You realize you want to get a pet? Yeah, I can get a pet. What pet do you want to get at Future Stall? I don't know yet. Me neither. Because I realized I had to get at Disneyland's Star Galaxy Z and Disney Hollywood Studios Star Galaxy Z. Yeah. Okay then. Well, maybe we should probably do. Yeah. I wonder if they can purchase this. What are they waiting for? They'll probably steal my spot. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Whoa! You okay? You okay? Jeez. I was talking with it. Yeah. Yeah. What did that thing do? Oh. Oh, ow! Okay. That's wrong with it. Yeah, that's what I told you, right? Don't tell me I don't have to put in your face. Yeah. I just need to see where it is at. Ouch! I can't see a light! Okay, here we go. See! Oh god. Yeah, probably. Sorry, man. You know, I can't see with my eyes open, right? Yeah. You know what I should do? What? I think I should get a bigger scarf. A bigger scarf? Yeah, to cover up my face. That's good. Oh gosh, it's so much windy out there. Yeah, probably. Now I can't see what I'm seeing on. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. What's the matter? Nothing. I feel like the snow is on me. Yeah. You know what I should do? What? I think I should just go to the library quickly. Nah, probably. I should get a creature from Creature Call. What kind of creature is that? I'm not sure yet. We have to wait in May. We have to wait in May? We have to wait in May and see. Okay. What's on May? May should be good. Yeah. Hold on, please stop. Because I know where it's being down. You know where it's being down? Yeah. It's gonna lose some of my pants. Lose some of your pants, right? Well, my pants are okay. They have zipper pockets, right? Yeah, they do. Okay. Maybe those things gotta rip. What rip? The thing is gonna rip. The teeth. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think it's gonna roll off. Yeah. Probably. So, you won't have to see anymore because... Hey! Guess what? What? It's so Tessie Tensie's birthday. When is that? March 14th on Saturday. March 14th? Yeah, March 14th. Okay. Where are we going next year to? Oh, next week? I said, no, not next year, but next week. Yeah, next week. Where are we going next week? We should go to our gallery next week. Our gallery next week? Yeah. So we can, go to the jury show. Yeah. See lots of watercolor paintings, right? Here, I'll show you when it's open and closing, okay? Good idea, Makata. Alright. Okay. There's all the motorcycles right there. Yeah. It's too much war time. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I couldn't get these things rolling off. You know. There's not a lot of sakura trees over there. So it's probably growing in spring. Spring? Yeah, spring. When does spring come out? March. The spring comes out in March. Yeah, okay. Well, it's remedy. Well, it's open, right? It is open. And then people cut off. Good idea. I don't have to take this anymore. Okay, good. So, that's February 20th, right? Yep, the Central Ontario Art Association. 62nd Commemorative Art Exhibition and Sale. Oh, that's February 20th to March 25th, right? Yeah, it's March 25th. Okay. Right then. Let's take up somehow. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey. I need to take things off a moment. Okay, good. Okay, I need to, just, take, my Alex's movie. Yeah, what's that? Cinderella. Anniversary edition. Or 10th edition. Yeah. And what's this? Trolls. Yeah, trolls. Okay. This one's, Holmes and Watson. Yeah. Okay, this one's, Avengers Endgame. What's this one? Death Show? Yeah. This one's, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, this one's, Breakthrough. This one's, for the Karate Kid. Yeah? This one's the War Axe. Yeah? And this one's the drawer in the Lost City drawer. That's cool. I need to figure out my movies right here. Your movies? Yeah, my movies. There's The Meg by me. And this one's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom by Bugs Bunny. Yeah? This one's Motor Bugs by the Bug Guy. And then I can go anywhere. Yeah, let's put it back in there so I can take those. My movies here. Your movies? Yeah, my movies. Okay. It's kind of wet out there. Kind of wet, huh? Yeah, probably. Okay, I'm just gonna need to pull my boots up a while. Yeah, good idea. Here we go. Okay, so I need to find my movies. Your movies? Yeah, my movies. Okay. So your movies, huh? My movies? Yeah. Just a minute. Just a minute. I need to find what it is. Okay. What's this one? Where's Tomb Raider go? Tomb Raider, huh? Oh, there's Tomb Raider. Yeah. Here's Tomb Raider. Okay, we need to find that center at the beginning of the IC. Yeah, good idea. Oh, there it is. We got two, right? I got two. Okay. And there's Greta. Greta. Okay, I need to put this in me. Okay, so I got 3 moves. Yeah. Okay, so we have to wait for her for a while, okay? Wait for her right there? Oh, hi. Hi, I got my movies.
Oh, okay.
So it was Alice's fault that he didn't go right. Yeah, so yeah, I put on mine. So I put on my 3 movies. So Alice needs to pay. Okay, so I got my library card. Well, the art gallery won't be open until February 20th, so I can see the Drake show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I heard you were closing on Family Day Monday. And I come back on to do my movies came back on Tuesday, so I did.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Okay then, have a nice day. Okay, so I need to put my mints on. So I don't need to just how to do it. Yeah. I just really hope it feels this time. It's really wet up there, so it'll be wet too. Okay. What's this one? What's that? It looks like the East Central Ontario Art Association 62nd Memorabilia Art Exhibition and sale was on February 20th to March 25th. Yeah, it's on Thursday, so we can go there. Oh, what's this? What's that? It looks like a musical number there. What's that? It's Murray McLaughlin. It's in Oriella, Gulf, Kirbyland, Owen Sound, Doramon, Ottawa, the Master, Collingwood, and Mysterio. Murray McLaughlin, right? Yeah, he's coming back too. What's up movie night? The Art of Racing the Rain. Oh yeah, that's right. It's on February 10th, right? Yeah, February 10th, 2020. What was done? Yeah, it's called 50 Plus Center Movie Night. That's right, it's in Jumbo Video. Okay then. Well, let's go. Yeah, let's go. I just need to put this foot up so I can go out, okay? Yeah. So I don't have to feel cold over there, okay? Yeah, good idea. I'm gonna put back my mittens on. I'm gonna put the other mittens on. And let's go. Yay! Yeah, my water's gonna get wet, so don't worry about it. Okay, good. You know what I should do? What do you should do? I think I should cover this up. Yeah, good idea. There. There, I should cover up with my hands full, okay? Yeah, good idea. Okay then, let's go. I won't have to be hurt. I'm not gonna ignore the hurting right now, okay? Yeah. Okay, good. That's just so windy that day. Yeah. I wonder what's going up. You know. So Mei-Mei is lunchland, right? Yeah, he's coming to Mei-Mei's studio. Yeah, he's coming to Mei-Mei's studio, huh? That's right. Well, there are a lot of people over in front of me, you know. Gee. Why are there people behind me? They're trying to steal my spot. You know. Okay, anyway. See. Here's so much more. Yeah. Nothing happened to me. You know. It's lovely to see this girl's vagina and butt. Yeah. Here's so much more. Oh, geez. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When is it gonna stop the wind? I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna stop the wind. I don't know too. Gee. Look, snow right there too. Yeah. Probably. Okay? Yeah, I'm okay. My thing's gonna get wet, so it's okay. Yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened too? Geez. Ah! I was thinking my hook's gonna blow off. Yeah. Ouch. Okay? I'm okay. The wind's gonna blow on me. I know. It's gonna stop, okay? Yeah. Go. Okay. Yeah. Call the police. Yeah. Probably they won't find me because they know how to drive. Yeah. Okay. Here we go, let's go. Okay, good. See, there's so much more. Maybe I won't get slippery out there. Okay. Good. Right then, we won't get slippery. Yeah! Okay. Let me see some stupid stuff. Okay. Yeah. Oh geez. Yeah. There's a lot of windies out there. Yeah, probably. And so we tell them to go, we go. Yeah. There we go, I'm out of this road. Ooh. Okay, okay. So what would you like to do, Dakota? I think I should just go to the bathroom. Bathroom? Yeah, to put my coat in to hang. Put your coat to hang? Yeah. So I can leave in the bathroom. Okay, so I can take my phone with me and then I can turn off the laser recorder, okay? Yeah, good idea. Good. I need to feel dry too. Yeah. Oh, come on. What? I'm still not holding it back. Yeah. Okay. I guess I need to do something. Yeah. Just hold, okay? I will hold, yeah. Cool. Gosh. I wonder if dogs will come, you know, see. There are no dogs here. We're going straight ahead. Okay, oh careful, it's slippery. Yeah, it's slippery, huh? Probably. Jeez. Whoa! I feel kind of slippery though, too. Yeah. Okay then, we're in a hurry. Okay, good. Oh, careful with that. Yeah. That's slippery over there. Yeah. I know how to slip and fall. Yeah. Okay then, let's go. You won't have to slip anymore. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, there's so much more. Probably, yeah. Ooh. I wonder. I still have to hold this bag, but just slip more. Yeah, probably. That's cool, huh? Yeah. What should we do? No, let's go. Just wait, just wait. Because we go, we go. Yeah. See, there's so much more. Okay, there were no dogs here. Okay. Yeah, there were no dogs here. Okay. There were no puppies here. So let's go straight ahead. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Uh-oh. What? No one's here. When? Oh, it's the garbage man. Garbage man? Yes, it's the garbage man. Ooh. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the thing. Yeah. How come cars do not move their tires when they go? You know. That's cool, huh? Yeah. Probably. Cool. It's gonna be a bad weather coming. Yeah. Bad weather thing. Bad weather thing? Probably thing. Bad weather thing. It's called bad weather thing, so yeah. Okay, that's all. I got dirt in my glove. You got what in your glove? Yes, I do. Okay, man. Let's go. Where would you like to go, Mikado? I'm not sure yet, but sometimes I want to go to somewhere else. Yeah. I have to use another one, so I don't have to be hurt for a while. Keep hurting me. What? Your fingers. My fingers. Your fingers just, hurting you? Yeah, probably. Okay, so you have to use your other hand, right? Yeah. Ouch. Okay. I wonder if the dog's still up to it. I don't know. I guess there's no dog. They're inside the house. Yeah. We just have to wait and see where the car's going to. Yeah, you know what? I think we should go. Here. Ah. You okay? You're okay. Good. Okay. My hands are getting bothering me. Bothering you? Yeah. Just going down. No, not my hands, but on mine of us. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Get lazy. Gotta use another hand to do this, but I can't. You can? No, I can't. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It happens all the time. Cool. Okay, good. I wonder if, I guess coffee dishes are actually by this week. I know. You gotta teach class, huh? Yeah, I can teach class. Cool. Oh no, that's good choice. I just need to see what it is. Yeah. That hurts me. That hurts you? Yeah. My face is getting all red. Yeah, your face is getting all red, huh? Yeah, probably. Cool. Because of that storm that has come through. Is that a storm? Yeah, that's a storm. Cool. Okay. My face is getting all red, so it's okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, the wind gust going on. Yeah. I'm trying to look down, but it's not working really well. Yeah. I didn't say put a dog in kitchen orders, don't I? Don't you? Well, don't I? Didn't I? Okay, so, he might bark at you. Okay. Listen. Listen's gonna bark at you. Maybe soon there, okay? Okay, good. It's my dog, so let's go inside. Okay. Yeah, what's in the mail? This is for Linda D. Hill, right? Yeah. Okay. You have to be careful for a while, okay? Careful? I'm gonna be careful. Okay, I feel wet, so yep, I'm gonna have to go inside. Yeah. Wait. Just let him go, right? Hey. Listen, it's just me. Are you choking him or something like that?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to close the door.
I'm closing the door right now, see? Hi. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this down. I'm gonna take my limbs off, okay? What's it? Don't smell it! Hey!
Please don't. You're not touching it. Just look
Don't touch it!
it. Licking it. Come here, Winston.
Oh, geez, my boots are getting traumatized. Yeah, I'm gonna take my scarf off too. Winston, I said don't touch. It's getting difficult on me.
Yeah, your hood is really wet, so why don't you hang it?
Into the bathroom, right? That's what I would say there. Okay. I'm gonna turn off my visual recorder for now, so it's okay, right? I just need to put this down here. You know what? I think I should put on the heater. Yeah. Good idea. Okay. I'm gonna turn off my visual recorder, okay? Okay. I'm gonna turn off, okay? Good. Hello, class. Welcome to this week's filmmaking lesson. Yeah, I wasn't here by Monday, so it is Tuesday, so tomorrow and that's Thursday and that's Friday, right? Class? Good. Alright, so first, let's look at one home video releases. So if you go to 2020 in home video, it's showing up on Wikipedia. Okay, so let's go to Wikipedia and see what it is. We only have 5 films to do, so let's see now. Okay, so today we will be doing 21 Bridges by Kimura Kurosawa TV anime and 2019 film. Here's the plot in this film. A young Andre Davis attends the funeral of his father, who was a police officer murdered during one of his shifts. Years later, Davis becomes a successful law enforcer worker working for the New York Police Department. Struggling with the legacy of his father, Davis has earned a reputation for hunting down and killing cop killers, although he claims they were all in self-defense and is uncomfortable with the label. One night, 2 small-time criminals and former war veterans Michael Trujillo and Ray Jackson take a job to ransack a winery and steal several kilograms of cocaine it was keeping. The heist goes wrong when they realize there is more cocaine than they were expecting. Then police officers casually arrive at the location. They are forced into a shootout where Ray guns down their officers. Michael chastises Ray for putting them in jeopardy due to the officers' deaths. Davis is assigned to the case. Narcotics Detective Frankie Burns is assigned as Davis' partner. Davis and Burns come into conflict with the FBI agents Butchko and Duggan, who attempt to take over the case with the reluctant approval of the deputy mayor, the FBI, and the officers' precinct head, Captain McKenna. Davis asks for Manhattan to be locked down, although they are given until only 5 a.m. to catch the criminals. Now on the run, Ray and Michael coerce their liaison Bush to persuade their handler to give them a bigger cut in exchange for their identities changed for their escape. They are given more money, and their fixer, Addie, gives them new identities and tells them to depart for Miami the next morning. Davis and Burns manage to identify Ray, Michael, and Bush in the resulting investigation. Bush is gunned down by Butchko and Duggan, when they get there first. After catching Butchko planting his sidearm on Bush's body and briefly scuffling with him, Davis feels more suspicious when a police force led by Lieutenant Kelly quickly manages to locate Eddie's apartment. Eddie is mortally wounded by the policemen, but manages to give Michael 2 flash drives before Michael and Ray escape. Davis and Burns manage to catch up to Michael and Ray after accidentally killing a civilian. Ray is mortally wounded by Davis. Michael then holds Burns at gunpoint and tells Davis about the drives and how suspicious everything is before escaping. Burns chastises Davis for letting Michael escape despite Davis' supposed reputation for killing those who murder cops. Michael manages to hide in a hotel room where he unlocks the content of the drive and realizes that McKenna's precinct was involved in trafficking the drugs from the winery and earning profits for it. After another chase where Michael abandons his money, Davis manages to corner him in a subway train and convinces him to surrender, promising to keep him alive. Michael is suddenly shot by Burns, who had also boarded the train and claimed that she thought about Michael was still holding Davis at gunpoint. Davis berates her for shooting Michael, who secretly hands over the drives alongside the password to them to Davis before dying. As the police congratulate the two of their efforts, Davis realizes that Burns had contacted Kelly before Eddie's apartment was raided. The next morning, McKenna arrives at his home to find Davis holding him at gunpoint. Having found out the contents of the drives, McKenna reasons that the officers were struggling to survive on a measly pay, which forced them to go into drug trafficking, but that fails to convince Davis to walk away. McKenna, hiding Butchko, Duggan, and Kelly, who were all in McKenna's payroll, then open a fire on Davis. Davis kills all of them, including McKenna, who refuses to surrender Burns, and whom Davis deduced was also allied with McKenna, appears from behind and holds Davis at gunpoint. Davis convinces her to give up after revealing that he had already leaked the information online and that he doesn't want her daughter to live without her mother should she get a life sentence for killing him. In the aftermath, Davis suddenly drives off on one of the New York's bridges on the Sunset, with the drives beside him in the cup holder. Alright, on tomorrow, we will be doing A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood by Walt Disney Animation Studios, The Reluctant Dragon 2019 film. Here's a plot to this film. In 1998, Lloyd Vogel, an award-winning but cynical Esquire journalist, attends his sister Lorraine's wedding, along with his wife, Andrea, and their newborn son, Gavin. During the reception, Lloyd starts a fistfight and injures his nose with his estranged father, Jerry, over memories of Lloyd's mother, whom Jerry abandoned. The next day, Lloyd's editor assigns him to interview Fred Rogers for a 400-word article about heroes. As each of the other potential heroes turn down chances to be interviewed by him, Lloyd travels to the WQED studio in Pittsburgh to interview Rogers. During the interview, Rogers is dismissive of his fame and displays concern for Lloyd's nose injury, prompting a discussion in which Lloyd relates to Rogers the issue of his relationship with his father. Roman Apology whose apology, an attempt to reconciliation, Lloyd has rebuffed. Determined to expose Roger's friendly sorry about that persona as an act, Lloyd watches several episodes of Roger's show but is unable to discern anything. Lloyd interviews Rogers again when he visits New York. During the interview, Rogers dodges Lloyd's questions and reminisces about raising his two sons. Fred takes out his puppets and asks Lloyd about his childhood rabbit stuffed animal and his father, provoking Lloyd into ending the interview. Lloyd arrives home and to find Jerry and his girlfriend Dorothy there talking with Andrea. Lloyd berates Jerry for cheating on his mother, Leila, while she was dying of cancer. He orders him to leave, but Jerry suffers a heart attack and is transported to the hospital. Lloyd refuses to remain overnight at the hospital with the rest of the family and returns to Pittsburgh to see Rogers. Exhausted, Lloyd collapses on the set of the Neighborhood to make believe and dreams about his repressed childhood trauma. In his dream, he stumbles into an episode of Rogers' show about hospitals, finding himself wearing rabbit ears and shrunken to the size of Daniel Striped Tiger and King Friday number 8. While Rogers and Andrea tower over him, he visits Leila, who is dying, and urges him to release his anger. Rogers and his wife, Joan, bring Lloyd to their home to recuperate. Lloyd and Rogers later go to a restaurant where Rogers asks Lloyd to spend 1 minute thinking about the people who loved him into being and encourages him to forgive Jerry. Lloyd apologizes to Andrea for leaving her and Gavin at the hospital and visits Jerry and Dorothy at their home. He learns that Jerry is dying of a prolonged illness. The reason Jerry attempted to reconnect with Lloyd. Lloyd forgives Jerry, promises to be a better father to Gavin, and writes an article about Roger's impact on his life. Lorraine, her husband Todd, and Rogers visit Jerry. Rogers asks Jerry to pray for him before he departs. Jerry dies shortly after Rogers' visit, and Lloyd's 10,000-word article titled "You Can Say Hero" is published by Esquire's cover story. At his studio, Rogers films the final take of an episode of his show before playing the piano to signify the end of another day of production. Alright. On Thursday, we will be doing the Good Liar 2019 film. Here's a plot to this film. Roy Courtney is an aging British con artist who, along with his business partner Vincent, manipulates people into giving him access to their finances through a string of deception and false identities in 2009. In 2009, his latest target is Betty McLeish, a former history professor at Oxford who lost her husband a year ago and has savings in excess of £2 million. Feigning a bad knee, Roy manipulates Betty into allowing him to stay at her house. He steadily encourages her to open a joint offshore investment account with him, so that he can steal her money. Simultaneously, Roy and Vincent run an investment scam with their Mark Brine and his associate by employing fake Russian investors. One of the fake Russians, actually a Polish butcher, demands a greater cut of the take. In response, Roy orders thugs to break the butcher's hand with a meat tenderizer. Realizing he has been robbed, Brian follows Roy during his date with Betty, Upon spotting Brian nearby, Roy sends Betty into the shops before luring Brian into Charing Cross tube station. There, Roy subdues Brian by stabbing and then shoving him into the path of an incoming train. Killing him instantly, Roy flees and reunites with Betty back at the shops. Roy and Betty vacation in Berlin, where Roy appears to understand German, though he claims that he does not. Betty's grandson Stephen then takes the couple to a flat that Roy recognizes, and Stephen reveals that Roy Courtney, a young British Army officer, was killed there in 1948 by a Nazi war criminal whom he was tracking. According to Soviet records, this causes Roy to explain that his real name is Hans Taube, who was Roy's German translator, and that he stole Roy's identity that he could leave Germany and reinvent himself. Betty accepts his explanation and dismisses Stephen's objections. Soon afterwards, Roy and Betty plan to transfer their money into the joint account. Vincent suggests to Roy that he leave at least some of the money for Betty to help with her medical condition, but Roy dismisses the idea and insists that he'll leave Betty financially defrauded. Just like his previous victims, Vincent reluctantly complies and later observes the couple transferring their money into the joint account. However, after leaving Betty and returning to his flat, Roy discovers that he no longer has the keypad needed to access the account. Roy returns to Betty's house to reclaim it, only to find Betty waiting for him and that all the house's contents have been removed. Betty attempts to force a confession out of Roy before revealing that her identity and personal history are all fake. Her real name is Lily, and she and Roy have met before as German teenagers in 1943. When Hans was tutoring her in English, on their last season session, Hans raped Lily after her parents dismissed Hans from continuing his tutoring lessons. He denounced Lily's father as a traitor and he was executed by the Nazis. This drove Lily's mother to commit suicide. Later, Lily's sisters were killed in an explosion just 2 weeks before the death of Adolf Hitler. After the war ended, Lily made her way to England. After recounting on their past, Lily explains to Roy that she has been fully aware of his plan to con her all along. Stephen, who was in fact the boyfriend of Lily's real grandson Michael, tracked Roy Hans' criminal history and they confirmed his identity in a DNA test using a locket from Betty Lily's childhood that contained a piece of Hans' hair. She also reveals that Vincent has betrayed Roy after being confronted with their knowledge of their crimes. Betty takes all of Roy's money out of their joint account, leaving him only enough money to pay back for the victims of his earlier con. Roy is confronted by Brian's associate in the Polish butcher whom he previously cheated, who savagely beat Roy after he refuses to pay them back. Weeks later, Roy is shown in hospital, virtually catatonic, while Betty is shown living happily with her extended family. Alright, on Friday, we will be doing High School High 1996 film. Here's a plot in this film. Richard Clark, John Lovitz, is an unsatisfied prep school teacher at a fictional Burlington Academy who accepts the job at inner-city Marion Barry at high school, much to the chagrin of his boss and father, Wellington headmaster Thaddeus Clark, John Neville. Richard arrives to find the school in a state of disarray and disorder. While meeting several students and faculty members, including Janet, SOAR Principal Evelyn Doyle, Louis Fletcher, her cheerful assistant of Victoria Chapel, Tia Carrier, and student of grief McReynolds, Michael Pfeffer. Despite initial opposition to his teaching style and harassment from the school gang leader Paco Guillermo Diaz, Richard begins connecting with his students and teaches them effectively, while developing a romantic relationship with Victoria. Berry High eventually is transformed into a fine educational establishment. Frustrated, Paco and his gang temper with the school's final exam scores, causing everyone to fail. Griff, who grew to see Richard as a mentor, loses faith in him, as does the rest of the school, and Richard is fired. Griff subsequently joins Paco's gang to make extra money. Victoria learns through word of mouth that Paco was behind with the falling test scores and rushes to inform Richard, who decides to confront Paco and rescue Griff with the help of several of his students, including Anthony Jefferson, Brian Hooks, Natalie Thompson, Melinda Williams, and Julie Wubels, Natasha Gregson Wagner, by deceiving Mr. Marco de Rodriguez, a local gangster. Richard and Victoria reach Paco and the local crime boss, Mr. A, whom they find has been Principal Doyle the entire time. Griff is told the truth about the test scores, and after a brief fight, Paco, Doyle, and DeMarco are arrested. Richard, now principal of Berry High, presides over the graduation ceremony and proudly names Griff as a class valedictorian. The 6 main students of the film graduate, but only those 6. Richard makes good on his promise to send Griff to college and is in a relationship with Victoria. Alright. Also on Friday, we will be doing Jojo Rabbit by Kimono Friends, Mountain Hare and Grey Wolf and Japanese Wolf, 2019 film. Here's the plot to this film. Come on. Johannes Jojo Benzler is a young boy living in Nazi Germany during the later stages of World War II with his mother Rosie. His absent father is supposedly serving on the Italian front, but has lost all contact, and his older sister Ingi has recently died of influenza. The jingoistic Jojo often talks with his imaginary friend, Adolf, a supportive but buffoonish version of Adolf Hitler. Now age 10, it is time for Jojo to join the Dutch-German Jungvolks. He attends with his first Hitler Youth training camp with his best friend, Yorkie, run by the one-eyed Wehrmacht Captain Klenzendorf, where he receives a knife. When Jojo is ordered to kill a rabbit by older Hitler Youth members, he tries to release it. The older boys snap its neck, and Jojo runs off crying after the other boys taunt him with the name Jojo Rabbit. After a prep talk from Adolf, Jojo returns, stealing a steel hand grenade and throwing it without permission in an effort to prove his bravery. It bounces off a tree and explodes at his feet, leaving him with facial scars and a slight limp. After Jojo recovers, Rosie asks Klenzendorf, demoted after the incident, to make her son feel included. Despite his injuries, Jojo is given small tasks such as spreading propaganda leaflets throughout the town and collecting scrap of the war effort. Alone at home one day, Jojo discovers Elsa Kor, a teenage Jewish girl and his late sister's former classmate, hiding upstairs. Elsa reacts aggressively on their first encounter. Sorry, class. I have to exit this my thing for now. Welcome to. Okay, I'm gonna say no. Right, let's continue here. Pinning him against a wall and taking his knife, Jojo threatens to turn her over to the Gestapo, but Elsa warns that his mother will be killed for hiding her and threatens to kill him if he tells his mother. Intimidated, Jojo agrees to keep her safe, but soon afterwards returns and asks her that she revealed her Jew secrets, so he can write a book about Jews for Klenzendorf, which amuses him. Elsa plays along by making up stories about Jewish powers, such as mind reading, angry with his mother for hiding a Jew but unable to reveal his knowledge of Elsa. Jojo accuses Rosie of being unpatriotic and laments that his father is away. Rosie dismisses his accusations and espouses her belief that positivity and optimism are the best ways to be free of oppression. Jojo continues to interrogate Elsa, learning she has a fiance called Nathan, with whom she wants to reunite with her when the war is over. Jojo forges a letter from Nathan, which claims that he has found someone else and wants to break up with Elsa. Hearing her crying, Jojo writes another letter retracting the first one. Jojo and Adolf argue, with Adolf insisting Elsa is a monster. Later, while on one of his metal collecting trips, Jojo spots his mother leaving a free Germany message in town. Jojo is home on one day when the Gestapo, led by Captain Dirtz, visit his house. Klenzendorf, who also happens to arrive at the house while it is being searched. When the Gestapo will discover Jojo's missing knife and are suspicious of Jojo's answer to how he lost it, Elsa reveals herself, pretending to be Jojo's sister Angie. She tells the Gestapo she had taken the knife in order to protect herself against Jojo intruding into her room, and produces Angie's papers to Klenzendorf and confirms her birthday from memory to quell the Gestapo's suspicion. Jojo is relieved, but Elsa here later realizes she recited the wrong date and Klenzendorf covered her ear for her. Elsa is confident with the Gestapo will eventually realize the deception. Later that day, Jojo finds his mother has been hanged in the town square. He breaks down, hugging her dead body, devastated when he returns home and stabs Elsa in the shoulder, then breaks down again. Elsa comforts him. Jojo runs into Yorkie, now a soldier, who tells him Hitler has committed suicide, that the Allies are closing in. Facing the American and Soviet forces, The city's garrison surrenders. The Soviets force several captured Germans into a backyard and line them up against the wall, including Jojo, a wounded Klenzendorf, tells Jojo his mother was a good woman and saves him by removing his coat and calling him a Jew, causing the Soviet guards to drag him into safety. The soldiers expel Jojo, who runs away as gunshots are heard. Jojo runs home and, to stop Elsa from leaving, tells her Germany won the war. Recognizing her despair, he recites a new letter from Nathan, claiming that he and Jojo have figured out a way to smuggle her to Paris. Elsa confesses that Nathan died of tuberculosis the previous year. Jojo tells her he loves her, and she tells him she loves him like a younger brother. Disheveled, Adolf angrily confronts Jojo for siding with Elsa, and Jojo kicks him out the window. Jojo takes Elsa outside, where she sees American soldiers and realizes the Allies have won the war. She slaps Jojo in the face for lying before they dance in the street to a German rendition of Heroes by David Bowie. Alright, that's all the home video releases we got. So second, we will be doing Emma Monkey Pictures and Roman Cow Productions and Donkey Teeth Company shorts. It is about the family Day, who has been a family for years, but actually Jojo was really a family with the German Nazis. Now President's Day in America has been President of the United States Donald Trump, who has been reinforced by other TV shows. Alright. That's all the shorts we got. So third, we will be doing Samsung Galaxy S20 series. It is a continuation of this panda girl who is going to San Francisco with all her friends. Mirako Hata and Ayo Manaka was revealed to be a girl who is alone with causing trouble with the hyenas and wolves, and Felicia Matsuki saves them from to a fight over hyenas and wolves, and then Felicia and Mitsuki find her way home to go back to Canada, and she reveals that and then Yachu reveals that Panda Girl was welcoming to the villa. Alright. That's all I got for today. Let's do some work now. Hey Sharkima. Hey Miracle Hunter. Hey Mei-Mei. Hi. 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 Do you know where my friends is? Oh, I'm here. Oh, you're here. The lizard. I'm here too. You too? Lindaves? Yep. Okay, where's the others? Me there. Oh, Mariki Hiraichi. I'm here. Okay, Kyokonaku? I'm here. Oh, Sakura? Okay, where's Tama? I'm here. Okay. Jarvis Cullen. I'm here. Okay, where's Jin-chan? I'm right here. Okay, Jin-chan, you're here, right? Yep. Okay. What about Silver Twilight? I'm here. Okay. Where's Eleanor Siron? I'm here. Okay. And Teddy Bushy's here. Okay. Alright. Where's Oh, hey Teddy Bushy, are you not saying anything, right?
Yeah, Makoto Satori. I'm sorry about how I just lost my voice or something, but it's okay. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, Teddy Bushy. Oh well. Anyway, so managed to get me here? Yep. Okay. And Adele Von Hashem? Yep. Asham. Okay, let's get to it. Anyway, we're all friends here, so let's turn off anyway, okay? Okay, good.